You're speeding down the highway, and at the same time, you can see everything happening behind you without getting distracted, without turning your head, without taking any risks. This is no longer science fiction. Smart helmets with panoramic vision and built-in rear cameras literally give you eyes in the back of your head. The camera transmits the image to an internal visor display or to a separate module in front of your eyes. All of this works in real time and helps you stay in control. Blind spots, trucks behind you, sneaky cars, and even aggressive drivers. This technology is already being used in models from brands like Cross Helmet and Jarvis. The system is built on miniature wide-angle cameras, video processing processors, and displays integrated directly into the helmet itself. Some versions offer a full 360-degree view, leaving no blind spots at all. This isn't just about comfort, it's a real boost to safety. This feature is especially useful in the city or on the highway, where it's important to anticipate the maneuvers of those around you. A rider with such a helmet almost gains a superpower, the ability to spot danger before it even enters their field of vision. And all this without having to take your hands off the handlebars or get distracted by the mirrors. But if you think that's all a modern helmet can do, you're seriously mistaken. The real surprise begins when the helmet starts to think for itself. While most motorcyclists rely on their own reflexes, the new generation of helmets brings artificial intelligence into the mix. These devices don't just display data, they analyze what's happening around you. The system assesses your speed, the trajectory of approaching objects, and even the behavior of other drivers. And if something goes wrong, the helmet gives you an early warning, giving you a chance to avoid an accident. At the heart of this technology is a chip connected to a camera and sensors. It constantly calculates potential risks. For example, if a car is approaching too quickly from behind, or a driver in front suddenly brakes, the helmet will alert you with a vibration or a sound. Some models even adapt the HADA interface, highlighting dangerous zones with colors. Systems like Ride Vision or developments from Foresight are already being tested and improved. Yes, it's not a perfect predictor yet, but the potential is enormous. It's no longer just a gadget, but a real co-pilot, constantly monitoring the motorcyclist's safety. With each new version, these systems become more precise, faster, and smarter. But it's even more impressive when these features are combined with high-tech visualization, right in front of your eyes. A transparent screen right in front of your eyes. One of the most spectacular features of smart helmets is the built-in heads-up display. A transparent screen that projects your route, speed, fuel level, and even messages. You don't need to look down. Everything is visible right on the visor, as if you're inside a fighter jet. This doesn't distract you. On the contrary, it helps you focus and makes control more intuitive. For example, helmets from companies like Novice and Jarvis have displays built into the side of the visor. It's not visible during normal riding, but activates when you're on the move, displaying only the most important parameters. This saves your attention and reduces the chance of making a mistake. The data is provided in real time and adapts to the conditions. In the city, there are more landmarks. On the highway, you get more speed and warnings. Some versions use voice control, allowing you to change the type of information without using your hands. And if you connect your smartphone, you get navigation, calls, messages, and music without taking your eyes off the road. Such a system not only increases comfort, but also truly impacts safety. But all this beauty can also be useless if something unexpected happens. What happens if you get into an accident and lose consciousness? A strong impact, a moment of silence, and you're lying on the asphalt, unable to move. It is for such moments that helmets with an automatic assistance call system are created. Hidden sensors inside record overloads, unusual angles, tilts, and lack of movement. If they detect a crash, a timer is started in the SOC system. If you don't cancel, signal, the helmet itself will send the coordinates to the emergency service. This feature is implemented in developments from Queen or Valve. The principle is simple. Accelerometers and gyroscopes monitor your condition, and the Bluetooth module transmits the information to an app on your smartphone. If there is a connection, the signal is sent. If not, some models use LTE modules to send an SOS directly. This is critical when riding alone, especially at night or on deserted roads. In such cases, the helmet can literally save your life. Even if you're unable to speak, the signal has already been sent and help is on the way. But a smart helmet can do more than just call for help. It can become your personal assistant, every day. And it doesn't matter where you are, in the city, on the highway, or out of town. A voice assistant right in your head. Modern helmets can do more than just protect your head. They can become your constant companion on the road. Imagine saying, "Call home," and the call goes through without you touching your phone. Or you say, "Play music," and your playlist starts playing. All of this is possible thanks to voice assistants built into the helmet system. Manufacturers like Sena and Cardo are already implementing voice control compatible with Siri, Google Assistant, and Alexa. The helmet connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth, and you get access to navigation, messages, weather forecasts, cameras, and other features. All hands-free and without taking your attention off the road. Some models learn to recognize your voice so they don't respond to background noises. And when using intercom, you can talk to another biker and control your devices at the same time. All of this increases comfort, reduces the risk of accidents, and makes riding a truly modern experience. But the conveniences don't end there. There are manufacturers who have gone even further, making the controls almost invisible yet incredibly well thought out. When it comes to technology and reliability, BMW rarely falls behind. Their Motorrad division has developed a helmet that looks minimalist on the outside but hides an entire command center inside. The main feature is a heads-up display built right into the visor. It projects basic but extremely important information onto the glass: speed, navigation, and road condition alerts. This approach highlights BMW's philosophy. No unnecessary details. Everything should be simple, functional, and convenient. Its uniqueness lies in its adaptability. The display adjusts depending on lighting and speed. At high speeds, it becomes more visible, while in the city it's almost invisible so as not to distract you. The display is positioned so that it doesn't obstruct your view, but remains within your peripheral vision. This gives the driver additional awareness, without needing to take your eyes off the road. Control is implemented via a mini joystick on the steering wheel, and everything happens intuitively. The engineers have created an interface that works like Swiss clockwork. No glitches, no freezes, everything is precise and stable. This approach makes the ride calm and controlled, especially in heavy traffic conditions. But if you often ride with others, you'll definitely appreciate something that makes communication between bikers a real pleasure. If you've ever ridden in a group of motorcyclists, you know how important it is to stay connected. Sena has revolutionized this field. Their helmets and built-in intercom modules let you communicate with other riders as if you were sitting at the same table. No radios, no delays, no noise. The connection works through a mesh network where each participant boosts the signal. The best part for them is how easy it is to connect. You sync the device once and you can forget about constant adjustments. The sound quality is top-notch. Clear speech even at 60 miles per hour and with wind noise. Support for up to 16 participants in one chat lets you stay connected in large groups. The intercom works in parallel with the Bluetooth connection, so you can listen to music, get navigation, and talk all at the same time. And if someone goes out of range, the system automatically reconnects them when they return. Convenient, smart, and practical. In addition, Sena devices are often updated with new firmware through the app, getting new features and improvements. That way your helmet doesn't become outdated. It evolves with you, but there's one thing that even the best sound can't convey. That's silence. And motorcycles are about freedom, speed, and noise. The constant whistle of the wind, the roar of the engine, cars passing by. All of this puts pressure on your hearing, especially at high speeds, but technology doesn't stand still. Some smart helmets are now equipped with active noise cancellation systems, just like premium headphones. Built-in microphones pick up external noises, and the speakers inside the helmet generate counterphase waves, cancelling out the sound. As a result, it's almost silent, even at 80 miles per hour. You can calmly listen to navigation, music, or communicate via intercom without stress. And yes, it really does work. Some models allow you to adjust the noise reduction level. Do you want to hear the street? Turn on transparency mode. Do you want silence? Activate the maximum filter. This is especially valuable during long journeys, when the ears and brain become tired from constant noise. The technology works in tandem with good sound insulation in the helmet itself. The combination of a soft lining, a tightly fitting visor, and active microchips creates almost complete silence. And if before you used to get mentally tired on the highway, now the ride becomes much calmer. But that's not the limit yet, of comfort. What if your helmet could recharge itself? Even motorcycle helmets today can operate without constant recharging. Modern models are equipped with built-in batteries that last for 8 to 10 hours of active use, and some go even further by adding solar panels directly into the shell. Thanks to these, the helmet can recharge right on the go. As long as there's enough sunlight, the charge level increases while you ride. This is especially convenient for those who spend the whole day on the road or go on long journeys. This approach reduces dependence on outlets and external batteries. The batteries themselves are hidden in the back of the helmet, which doesn't affect the weight balance. Charging is done via USB-C. Fast and convenient. Some models are equipped with battery level indicators that are projected onto the visor, so you always know when it's time to recharge the device. You can also monitor the charge of each module in smartphone apps, cameras, intercom, HUD. This allows you to plan trips based on your equipment's capabilities. Smart solutions for those who value autonomy. But autonomy is only part of control. The real advantage begins when you get full access to all the helmet settings. A visor is great, but what if you're used to riding with glasses? Smart manufacturers have found a way to integrate navigation functions even in this scenario. Some helmets are now compatible with smart glasses that connect to your smartphone and project the route, speed, and notifications directly onto the lenses. This means that even if you ride with an open face or modular helmet, you don't lose out access to important information. Everything is always right in front of your eyes, so you don't get distracted by your phone screen or GPS. The smart glasses connect via Bluetooth and automatically sync with the app as soon as you put on your helmet. Some manufacturers are already integrating mounts and cutouts for such glasses directly into the helmet's design. This eliminates pressure on the temples, allows you to securely fix the device, and even connect power from the helmet's own battery. This is especially convenient for those who use navigation all the time. You just turn your head, and the interface moves with you. And it also looks cool, like something from the future. But the most interesting thing is that now you can control all of this literally with a single touch of your finger. Modern helmets are becoming full-fledged gadgets, which means they require personalization. Manufacturers understand this and offer apps through which you can control almost all the functions of the helmet. From volume and equalizer to the light indicator, microphone sensitivity, brightness, HUD, display, and even firmware updates. This is especially convenient if you have several devices, smartphone, watch, navigator. You can sync everything and control it all from one place. For example, you open the app, select night mode, and the backlight becomes softer. The sound gets quieter, and the screen dims. Or on the contrary, you turn on track mode and all the settings adjust for high speed. Updates are delivered straight to the helmet via your phone. You no longer need to connect cables or remove memory cards. Everything happens in just 2 clicks, just like with modern electric cars. This makes the helmet not just smart but adaptive. It adapts to your riding style, your routes, and even your moods. Some apps keep statistics, how many miles you've ridden, at what speed, which routes you take most often. Is it useful? Yes. Is it informative? Absolutely. But what's inside isn't the only thing that matters. Don't forget, your helmet still needs to be strong, lightweight, and comfortable. All the technology inside would be useless if the helmet itself didn't fulfill its main purpose, protection. And that's where materials come into play. Nowadays, manufacturers are increasingly using carbon fiber and composite alloys to make helmets both strong and lightweight. This kind of construction not only withstands impacts, but also reduces strain on your neck during long rides. Carbon fiber is known for its strength and surprisingly low weight. This makes it possible to integrate more electronics into the helmet without noticeably increasing its weight. So cameras, batteries, displays, and sensors don't turn your head into a heavy weight. In the city, this means comfort, and on the highway, it means endurance. Moreover, modern carbon coatings dissipate impact energy more effectively. This means that even in a serious accident, the helmet can reduce the risk of injury. Of course, everything depends on the model and certification, but the trend is clear. Smart technologies go hand in hand with classic safety. Manufacturers combine carbon fiber with other materials to achieve the perfect balance between rigidity, flexibility, and weight. And while carbon fiber used to be reserved for the elite, it is now available in the mid-price range. But if you want to know which helmets are really worth considering, it makes sense to sum things up. So, if you're thinking about buying a smart helmet, 2026 offers you a whole lineup of real, proven, and affordable options. It all depends on what your priority is: safety, technology, comfort, or autonomy. If you want to see what's behind you and get the most information about the road, pay attention to models with 360-degree view and HUD display. For those who often ride in groups, helmets with intercoms and mesh networks will be indispensable. If comfort is important. And for long trips, choose carbon shells, noise cancellation, and solar charging. Today, both major brands and independent tech companies offer good solutions. Many models adapt to your habits, update over the air, and truly make riding easier. And although the price of such devices is higher than that of regular helmets, it is fully justified by their functionality. A modern smart helmet is no longer just protection. It's a navigator, assistant, lifesaver, and even a companion. And the sooner you incorporate it into your rides, the higher your level of control, confidence, and enjoyment will be.